To all my fellow MS friends, patients, survivors, I am here for you. We can do this. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Joa Derri, and as you can see by the title, it's story time. So it's been about a year, I think a year and 4 days since I gave you all a story time on my MS diagnosis, my diagnosis of multiple sclerosis. So I felt like it was time to give y'all a brief update on what's been going on with me, how I've been living with this, and if anything has changed. So I decided to break it down into 5 segments. The first will be episodes/attacks. That'll include me discussing how many I've experienced since last year and what happened. The second is hormonal changes. I've experienced some, and you all hear what that will include in a second. Third is meditation and how well I've been doing with that. The fourth is veganism, or my life as a vegan, and how it's been beneficial to my lifestyle. And lastly will just be a summary of my overall health and how I feel mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So with that, let's get into the first is episodes. So fortunately, I have not experienced any flare-ups, attacks, or episodes this past year or since the end of 2018, which is what I believe I discussed in the last video. In that video, I talked about my initial diagnosis and a few episodes that I experienced, including the neuropathic itch, MS hug, and I believe that was it. I have, however, experienced MS hug again about 3 weeks ago. It wasn't as severe as my initial experience. And for those of you that don't remember, basically MS hug is when, for me specifically, is when it feels like your organs are literally squeezing in on like your ribs. And mine usually happens like in my shoulder or chest area. So it just feels like everything's squeezing in. So it hurts to like breathe. It feels like a tightness or excruciating like soreness. And it's just squeezing in on your body, and so like talking or breathing is painful. Luckily, it only lasted for about an hour, whereas last time it lasted for I think 3 to 4 days. And another thing that I've noticed is that gradually over time, my memory is dwindling. I've made a few mistakes this year that I beat myself up about. Of course, now I've realized that I can overcome it by making to-do lists, just being more strategic about writing things down so that I'm not as forgetful, because basically these mistakes happen because I didn't do that. And people were relying on me and I let them down, and I'm glad I can speak positively about it now, because before I would just get all emotional. Not an episode, but it's something that is caused or happens because of MS. And mind you, I'm still unmedicated, trying out my holistic measures of taking care of myself. That does not mean that I am not going to try medications at some point. It's just something I'm doing for now, and it's been working for me. And I just pray that my health stays as best as it can be, as long as it can. And that's all I have to say about it. 2 is hormonal changes. So I don't know if this is because of my age. I am now in my mid-20s. I'm about to be 27 in March. And I've been experiencing a lot of feminine issues that I have never dealt with in my life. I don't know if it's also because I've also changed the type of underwear I wear. And that could be, and I say that to say I just recently started buying Victoria's Secret underwear, and I've always been somewhere that wears cotton underwear. Might be too much information for some people, but I'm just speaking my truth. It could have been a number of things. It has definitely not been fun, And I've been trying to nip it in the bud and doing the best that I can. And I've never experienced this ever. I don't know if this has anything to do with MS. It could, but it's just one of those things, just like you have no idea and you just want to get it right. So I've been doing research on holistic ways to take care of that, and that's been working, in addition to, of course, also going to the doctor for advice as well. So third is meditation. So you guys, meditation works wonders. Meditation works wonders. And I mean that wholeheartedly, like it's the truth. Meditation makes me feel amazing. I have done everything I can to incorporate into my daily routine, but I'm not even gonna lie, I do not meditate daily. I will say, since my last video, I meditate way more than I was then, because this was something that I was just getting into at that time. Now, at best, I meditate 3 times a week, 4 times on a good week. It's still a work in progress, but I know that when I'm not feeling my best, I stop what I'm doing and I go to meditate and pray. And let me tell you guys, it's like as soon as I get deep into myself, it's just like so much weight is lifted up off of me. Many might think it is a mind thing, mind over matter. I believe that I want to feel better. I breathe deep into that feeling, that thinking. I pray to God in that same instant, in those moments, and immediately, it's so surreal and it's beautiful. And I encourage everyone to meditate. It doesn't have to be, an elaborate thing. Like, you can lay down and meditate. Meditating, it's really a state of mind. Like, it's about being at peace and being relaxed. And I'm gonna link some starter YouTube videos, guided meditations to help you, or those of you who are interested, start just how I started out. I now meditate with crystals to help realign my chakras when they're out of whack, out of balance. But meditation is awesome. And this also includes talking about yoga. I have fallen off way back with yoga, and I need to get back into it, because I will say, when I was stretching my body before meditation, like, it just benefits that meditation so much more. And it's a stress reliever. It's a body relaxer. It does so much good for you, and I'm not lying. Please, you guys, if I've never told you anything good, this is it right here. Go meditate now, right now. So in terms of talking about like what it will do for me when I'm experiencing episodes, I haven't had that many this year. I will say, when I did have the MS hug, I was able to calm my body down and release some tension through meditation. And I do feel like it helped to reduce the amount of time that I had experiencing MS hug. So, like I said, it works wonders, and I recommend it too. Fourth is veganism. My life as a vegan has been great. It's been exceptional. It's been wonderful. It's been superb. It's not for everyone, but it works for me. I've fluctuated with how well I do as a vegan. And when I say that, I mean how well I eat. I still eat junk food. Vegan junk food exists. That's burgers, that's pizza. I've been trying to go to as many vegan restaurants around Atlanta as I can find, and that has added to that junk food list. But as of right now, I'm trying to eat more plant-based, and like I said, it fluctuates throughout the year, just like with anybody. And that includes eating fresh fruits and vegetables. I love smoothies, eating more salad, using nut milk. I love avocado. I put avocado on everything. Just being more conscientious in what I'm putting into my body, per usual. I definitely add fiber powders like hemp powders, chia seeds, flaxseed powders to get as much fiber and protein as I can. I add it to my smoothies, sometimes I add it to my salads. And you all get the gist. I'm avoiding processed foods, fried foods, not using salts and aggressive seasonings on my foods. I've found like organic seasonings that make my food taste amazing. Still dabbling with recipes, but I've come a long way. And of course, like I said, going to the restaurants and stuff is just for fun, and I do it occasionally. It's not an everyday thing. I do get most of my food from grocery shopping. As for what it's done for my health, I've noticed that my skin has cleared up, except for this pimple right here. I think this is stress. And my energy levels are the same. That definitely depends on how much sleep I get. I have good days, I have bad days, but a lot of that I feel like has more to do with the amount of sleep I get and the amount of exercise that I get, because exercise is very vital for me. It's one of my biggest stress relievers outside of meditation. And overall, being a vegan has really worked for me, and I love it. I wouldn't change. And last but not least, overall health. It's been A1, in my honest opinion. I take very good care of myself. I love how I feel when my body is well taken care of. And so I'm going to do the best that I can to make myself feel good. I will say, just being honest, these past few weeks have been rough for me. I've been super stressed trying to get music out and just trying to be as dedicated as possible to creating music. And I've dedicated some long nights, and I put a lot of other things on the back burner. So because of that, I have not been getting a lot of sleep, and I have also not been working out. It's literally been 3 weeks, and I feel like I've only worked out like once. Luckily, I'm getting back into working out as of Monday. So that has helped, but my health has not been its best these past few weeks. But overall, over the year 2019, I feel like I've dealt with a lot of mental things, a lot of external drama. But as long as this is good and I was able to work on it, I've been good. Emotionally, spiritually, physically, I've been good. Mentally, this year was trying, so my mental and my social well-being were tested, but I am now in a space where those things will not affect me, will not get to me. I'm all about being positive. So overall, I feel like we're in the best place that they could be. And I was working on them daily, and I will continue to work on them daily and continue to get acclimated with the things that I bring into my life that are for the good, for the better, for my benefit, so that I can always be my best self. And I just pray that it stays the same. And until something else happens, I'm loving myself each and every day, because that's all I can do. Once again, to everyone who has been there for me, supported me in any way during my rough times these past few years, thank you always. I love and greatly appreciate you. And to all my fellow MS friends, patients, survivors, I am here for you. We can do this, and we just take it a day at a time. And I love you all. And I think I said everything I need to say. I feel like this is probably a lot longer than I wanted it to be. I always try to keep it brief, but here we are. So with that, I wish everyone the best. And as always, thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Turn that post notification bell on so you don't miss a thing. And peace, love, and light.